It's no secret that the availability of childcare and housing for the workforce here in Estes Park has been a challenge for decades. Now, following efforts of Visit Estes Park and the local community to pass a lodging tax extension in November of 2022, Estes Park is beginning to see positive changes. The funds from this initiative are helping to enhance childcare and housing options, benefiting both residents and the local economy.
If we don't have housing, that means we don't have people to work. If we don't have people to work, that means people suffer. And that's small businesses, that's families, that's our schools, that's everybody. So it's so important that we are able to not only commit to our community, but to commit to those who want to be here with us.
This story begins in March 2022, when Governor Jared Polis signed a bill into law which would allow the expansion of lodging tax dollars to fill gaps in the need for workforce housing and childcare in communities across the state. And Visit Estes Park, knowing what an urgent issue this has been, immediately jumped on the opportunity to stand up for Estes Park's local workforce. Today, just over 2 years later, these are the stories of the people who have been able to remain in our community thanks to funds from the lodging tax extension. Meet Apelles Morales, a 9-year resident and single mother who's raising her family in Estes Park. Tell me about why you love Estes Park and why you want to be here in Estes Park.
Gosh, I love Estes Park. I first moved here as a librarian and moved myself into doing my catering and then going to my cake business. And what I loved most about it was that I received such support. I received a scholarship to go ahead and learn more technique. And everybody was so supportive of what I did. Then I realized that I could be a different person here than what I thought I could possibly be. My cake business grew out here. I've been here for almost 9 years and have catered to families, catered to businesses, worked with different hotels and restaurants, which also allowed me to realize I like hospitality. The rest of them so we can start filling in some of these cards right here. Oh, yes. My kids love it here. We just have been really accepted and have really been loved by the community. For people who weren't raised here but wanted to succeed in a different way, and that's what Estes Park allowed me to do, succeed in a different way that I never thought was going to be happening for me.
And of course, almost because of that, where Estes Park is such a place where people want to be and stay, kind of brings challenges where it can be difficult to afford to live here or have the means to live here because it's small and sought after. Have you had any challenges in that realm, where to live? I know you have kids.
Absolutely. I moved out here with my husband and my one child at the time. We had our second one here. You know, and things happen. Sometimes relationships don't work. Together we did fine. We made it and did okay. We're able to pay our bills and participate in different activities out here. But I got separated. And so now I'm a single mom at Estes Park, and it is difficult. The price of living is a lot higher up here. Housing was the huge part for us because I couldn't find anything that I could afford for me and my 2 children.
Morales says she credits her ability to remain in the community she loves to the dedicated efforts of local organizations like the Estes Park Housing Authority.
If we did not have workforce housing and if we did not have the availability from Crossroads, I would have had to pull my kids and pull my life. And gosh, that would have been hard.
I know. And that's where we struggle. What do you think would have just really tugged at you having to leave Estes Park?
Oh gosh, I've made so many friends here. I'm an introvert, so it's funny because I can talk to you and I can talk to numerous people, but for me to get out and try to make friends and do that, it's been really hard for me. But the ability to go ahead and participate in things where people just love you for who you are.
And Morales says without families having the ability to build a life in Estes Park, the community would begin to suffer.
If we don't have workforce housing or places for people to come and raise families and build that next generation, then towns like this die out, and we consistently have transient. You'll never get to know your neighbors. You'll never get to know your community or come together as one for huge reasons and purposes. Childcare, soccer, painting classes, anything like that is what we need to keep here.
Holding back tears, Morales expresses a deep-rooted gratitude in the support she has received by people who are willing to help in Estes Park.
It's amazing, and we've been given amazing opportunity, and I hope everybody reaches out to the Housing Authority to have the same opportunity, and to Crossroads, and to anybody. There's help here. You just gotta reach out, and they're willing, they want you to stay in the community and build and build and build. That's what we're trying to do here.
For people like Apelles, Estes Park is more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive, to build a life, and to embrace a community that supports one another. With the help of local organizations like the Estes Park Housing Authority and Visit Estes Park working tirelessly to make a difference, Estes Park is not only making things better for the workforce today, but building a more sustainable future for the families that call it home. With the Rocky Mountain Channel, I'm Claire Mollet.